All right, guys, Miss Schuster's here recording a video for you since we've been having some problems doing screen share on Zoom. So I am in the course and I have clicked on modules so that I can get started with my learning. I do still encourage you to look at the introduction module because there are lots of tips and different information available for you to navigate the course. I would suggest you try Web Reader, because that would be great for those students who don't want to read the text on their own. Moving down, if you go to week 1, you have module 4.0. If we open it, and hopefully it'll open. This is the introduction. It explains that you're going to be exploring Greece. There is a small video for you to play. If you are struggling with video playing on an iOS device, it's because it's Flash-based. If you are on a computer, remember you are to open Office 365 prior to opening My Learning to assist you with navigating the course. So as you are going through the course, you're to navigate using the brown arrows, which will bring you through each page within that section. And the bottom tells you what you should be doing all along. We have determined that there are no pretests, so you can go ahead and skip that, and you can just keep checking at the bottom to make sure that you're making progress. So as we roll through the introduction, it tells you right here, 20 minutes to complete. So you're going to keep on going through because you should be reading all of the text. Tells you, what do I have to do? Well, you have to complete the reading. You have to print the checklist, which you don't have to do. And then you have to do the pretest, which I've also told you don't have to do. But that is a great information source. So I've reached the end of this part of the module, so I'm going to hit this arrow down here to go to 4.01. This is where the travel journal comes into play. So it's going to tell you your objectives. And it says, be sure to use your travel journal. You have two options, folks. You can open it from the screen and write down your questions, paper, pencil, which is perfectly fine. You can even open it each time before you've continued reading so you know what you're looking for each subsection. Or if you scroll down, you can print it if you have a printer at home. Or I like this option, you can hit save and it will actually open it in a window, an RTF window. So I'm going to open that. Here are the questions right here. I can put them off to the side, and then I can continue to read. I'm just going to move my window over a little bit. So I will X out of this. And go back into the reading. So I'm going to move over. So I know, because I already looked at my questions, there's a question about the geography of Greece. So I'm going to go over here and look. How was life in ancient Greece affected by geography? So I'm going to look into the section, and it says, Greece is a peninsula. That's what Florida is, a piece of land that is nearly surrounded by water. Talks about topographic maps. If I don't know what that is, I'm going to click it, and it's going to tell me it's a map that shows land elevations. It talks about the climate. Then it goes on to say, at first, the Greeks who lived in those areas did not create large empires like Egyptians or the Persians. Rather, they created many small city-states. I wonder why. Oh, because they were separated, it says right here, from one another by mountains and waterways. Isolated, like China was isolated by water and mountains. That to me sounds like it might be a way that geography influenced the life in this time of Greece. So I'm going to switch over here and I'm going to type in my notes, mountains and waterways, which they're calling them waterways because there's an ocean and a sea and all sorts of different bodies of water. Waterways separated the small city-states, which kept Greece from creating large empires. Right from the text, my friends. And then I would go on and continue reading, because just because I found the answer to that question doesn't mean I stop reading, because I don't know that that's the question on the quiz. There could be a deeper question. There could be a question about the climate. There could be a question about how they traveled. So I'm going to go down here, look at my map, continue down here. Remember, if you're looking at a map or you're looking at a video and you would rather just read it, you can hit show text version and it'll tell you what's in the image. And then I'm going to hit over again to page 3, which is the rise of Greece. Oh, look, I recognize that from question number 2. Question number 2 says, what effect did trade have on the civilization? So I'm going to read all of the text till I find the answer to the question, type it in my notes, and then continue reading. This is going to slow you down and ensure you success on the quizzes. This should be a non-negotiable. These are those text-based questions you are expected to finish in class before you are able to move on to those projects that we gave you. So you continue to move on through all the pages. I'm going to go ahead and make us come down to 7 for the sake of the video. It says lesson summary and assessment. What do I have to do? It says travel journal, and then it says submit quiz. So if I hit over, here's my quiz. Take the quiz. Please notice that you're allowed 3 attempts. That means you do it the first time, you find out where your confusion is, your errors, and you go back, look at your notes, reread, and you can take it a second time. You will be given feedback on your attempts from one of the 3 teachers in the classroom, so be on the lookout for that. Once you're done with the quiz, you move on over to the next assignment. Make sure you read all of the information. All assignments do have rubrics for you, so you know how you will be graded. Once again, here's another travel journal for 4.02. If I go over here to page 2, let's see what's in page 2. Oh, democratic governments in Athens. This should be easy. You guys took civics. Once again, travel journal. Here's the question right here that you're going to answer. Moving on over, let's go to page 4, see what's on page 4. Once again, you've got a nice little click and interact section right here. You have the text version, which will come in handy if you're dealing with a device that doesn't have Flash on it. Okay, here's your review where you can drag and drop. Once again, you can do a text version if you're having some issues with Flash. It's got the answers down there. And then you have page 6, which is going to give you your assignment. Lesson summary and assessment. It tells you you're going to fill in a democratic concepts chart, which I'm sure is going to assist you. And then you can look at the grading rubric, which will tell you how you're going to be graded. It tells you, how do I get an excellent? How do I get all of my points? And you can read right there. I hope this helped you with getting through part of the first module. If you have any additional questions, I can do a follow-up video, but I don't want to make this so long that everyone stops watching. If you need anything, holler at Mr. Spell, Mr. Inman, or myself.